Hey, this is Kenny from Kenny's Audiophile Record Reviews. Thank you very much for viewing my channel. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe, as I appreciate that as well. In this video, I'm going to do a comparison between the A&M Records version of Herb Alpert presents Sergio Mendes Brasil 66 and the Mobile Fidelity version of Herb Alpert presents Sergio Mendes Brasil 66. Also, I want to point out that if you could, please listen to the end of the video, because I had a non-audiophile, a non-record collector, just a very casual music lover, listen to both versions of the record, and you might find their opinion very interesting. This is the label of the A&M Records version that I played. The number in the dead wax is SP4132-1B. When I listened to both records, I listened to the Mobile Fidelity version first and the A&M version second. And then I went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I did notice that the Mobile Fidelity version, the treble was high, was very light. And because of that, you can hear detail of instruments like the cymbal of the drum. Vocals were a little bit more crisp. The piano, a little bit more detail. Not by much from its counterpart, the A&M record counterpart. But there was a little bit more detail, a little bit more depth. The three-dimensional aspect, the sound stage, was a little bit better on the Mobile Fidelity version. But like I said, not by a wide margin by any stretch of the imagination. The A&M Records version, the bass was heavier than the Mobile Fidelity version. Not in a negative way. It was just heavier bass, you know. The sound stage of the A&M Records version was very good. The presentation was very good. Like I said, the difference between both of them was very marginal. You know how on some of these message boards or websites, a lot of these audiophiles and record collectors say, "Oh, it just blew this version away." You know, they use that all the time when they're making comparisons between record A and record B. Not with these two. The differences are very slight. Other than the differences in the bass, they're both very good recordings, very good pressings. They both sound very good, but I had to choose one. I would choose the Mobile Fidelity Records version, but only by the narrowest margins. Sometimes I had to strain to hear differences between both pressings. Now, I have a very good system. It's not one of these high-end audiophile systems. You know how some of these audiophiles have speakers that cost more than a Tesla, and their overall system costs more than our house. I don't have that type of system. My system is very good, and it's going to bring out any nuances or any differences between pressing A and pressing B. But like I said, I would go with the Mobile Fidelity version because I do like the treble, how it's, more pronounced on the Mobile Fidelity version. You can hear like the cymbals better, a little bit more detail, a little bit more depth than the A&M Records version. But A&M Records version is a very fine pressing. If you had that one, I'll be cool with that, and just hold out until you can get the Mobile Fidelity version at a cheaper price. Now, the person who I had come into my music room and listen to the both records was my wife. She doesn't have any biases. She doesn't even know who Mobile Fidelity is. So she doesn't have any placebo type of biases towards Mobile Fidelity. And she listened to both records, and she enjoyed the A&M Records version of the record. She said she said it was more deeper, meaning more deeper bass. it was more in your face, in her opinion, and it had more detail. I guess, as I always say in these comparisons, it's system dependent, system setup dependent, ear dependent, and maybe we all have these personal opinions or personal biases of what music should sound like. So she picked the A&M Records version by the narrowest margin, as I picked the Mobile Fidelity version by the narrowest margin. So it's just a matter of what you like. Maybe you should try both. Come to your conclusion. What's yours? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Thank you very much for viewing my channel. God bless. Love. Peace to all.